What's going on, gamers? As you know, in the world of Xbox, there can't be a single day without negative news going on. And here's something that's even more insane. Remember what Satya said, we're going to start monetizing you or we're not subsidizing anymore? Well, it starts now, and it's starting with something that has nothing to do with online, but you're getting monetized like you need to play online. This is insane, guys. Halo Campaign Evolved PlayStation 5 split screen needs PlayStation Plus subs. So if you read this, you would probably immediately jump to Sony, right? That's not the case here. We're going to figure out how this actually works. Become a member, leave a tip down below, like, comment, and subscribe. Here we go. And this was last updated an hour ago. And then there's a story about a father and a son wanting to have this experience. This is unbelievable. Halo Studios clarified in June question and answer Q&A. Remember, Halo Studios clarified this. That PlayStation 5 split screen co-op and the Halo Combat Evolved remake launching July 28, 2026 requires active PlayStation Plus for both players. Unlike typical local play in games like It Takes Two, Xbox allows offline split screen without subs. Yeah, that Xbox store in those days. While PlayStation 5 ties it to the service possibly due to cross-platform technology because of Xbox. Players called the extra cost diabolical for families and fathers and sons, or like friends, or brothers or whatever, for families, sparking quick backlash as pre-orders continue. But we're going to get down to more details here. So guys, get ready. Microsoft's going to start monetizing local screen co-op play. It's going to start requiring an online connection. I thought that they were going to make everything free. What happened? She has this company now is getting worse. Now they're adding a monetization in a paywall to local split screen in a campaign game. Not online campaign, offline local. You're going to be next to somebody. This has nothing to do with an online connection. They're trying to monetize that. Boy, I tell you, if this isn't garbage, I don't know what else to say. Get Satya out of gaming right now, because this guy does not know what he's doing. This is absolutely embarrassing. This company is pathetic. I keep trying to tell you this. Who puts monetizations on local split screen? So they want Sony to put the PlayStation Plus thing there as an agreement so that they can split up and Microsoft gets the monetization off of that from PlayStation. Yeah. Are you ready? We're going to go down. You guys, get ready. Here's the story right here before we get to that. A father buys Halo Campaign Evolved on a family PlayStation 5 with no intention of playing the advertised split-screen co-op with his son. He immediately discovers upon booting the game that he needs to purchase a PlayStation Plus subscription for not only himself, but also a second PlayStation Plus subscription on a second account for his son so that they can play the campaign together side by side in the living room on the couch after purchasing a $50 game with no multiplayer. Read that again, let it sink in, and then understand that this is all true and was posted on the official Halo website earlier today. You have people jumping to PlayStation. I'm like, what are you talking about? No. This is Microsoft's policy with the cross-play and Halo being on there in order to do that. Yeah, think about it. Don't be surprised if you have to sign into an Xbox Live account too, or Xbox account. You ready? Let's keep going down. Are there any Xbox account requirements to play the game solo or co-op? Yes, just as you do for Halo, the Master Chief Collection, and Halo Infinite to ensure smooth cross-platform progression. To play Halo Campaign Evolved, you will need a Microsoft account and Xbox gamertag. Now, don't sit here and tell me that you're not going to get mad at this, because you guys screamed out your lungs when Sony required you to log in on PC, you hypocrites, right? Look at what Microsoft is doing. Not only are they making you do that for something that is not needed, but they're trying to monetize it. That's why PlayStation Plus is tied into that, because it has to be equal to Xbox Live or Game Pass, regardless of the platforms you play on. The cat is out the bag. The elephant's in the room. And it's obvious. This is diabolical, and this is pathetic, Microsoft. Dude, I'm telling you. So now you're getting the idea of what Satya said when he says we're going to start monetizing you now. I told you about this company. They do things that nobody else does that makes gaming worse. All they do is hurt gaming now. Now they're giving people more greedy, evil ideas. This enables both cross-platform play and cross-platform progression. A few additional items to keep in mind for launch day include Xbox Series XS. If you're playing split screen on an Xbox console, the second player will also need a unique Microsoft account. If you want to play online co-op, you will need an Xbox Gamepass subscription. See how they're trying to get you to have Game Pass so they can increase the Game Pass subs? PlayStation 5, if you're playing split screen on PlayStation 5, this is Microsoft, both accounts will need to have a PlayStation Plus and be linked to a Microsoft account. Having these active PlayStation Plus memberships will also provide access to online co-op play. Steam, if you're playing via Steam, you will need to link to a Microsoft account. I'd like to jump in immediately on July 28th. We recommend having an Xbox account created beforehand to help save time once you put the disc in the tray. So what happened to Microsoft going to free online, guys? Paying for internet subscriptions just to play with someone literally right next to me on the sofa. Peak modern gaming right here. No, peak Microslop. Nope, ever in the history of gaming. Man, oh my lord. An offline gameplay experience requires two people in the same room on the same console to both have an online gaming subscription for their offline game and an account non-related. Get the F out. Keep your campaign involved. So not only are these morons destroying Halo, and now they're hurting the sales of Halo because there's going to be a backlash already, but they didn't have multiplayer either, and they destroyed that, and they abandoned the assets and dumped it on Unreal Engine 5. Just when you thought Halo could not be taxed and hurt anymore, this company is keep on finding other ways to just be more anti-consumer. Your hardware's already been abandoned. They already reduced down the manufacturing for it, like Nvidia did with the chips, right? Game Pass has already failed. Publishing is now being hurt big time. They're doing that. Exclusives are being done the wrong way. They're losing money on that. They're gonna make up for another way to monetize that too. I don't understand this company. What I mean by that is I don't want to ever understand that process of thinking. How is this going to build, with the community? How is this going to make the community like you? This company, I'm telling you, they're so dumb, it doesn't make any sense. And scumbaggish. Requiring 2 active PlayStation Plus subscriptions just for local couch co-op is an incredibly anti-consumer move. Split screen has always been about accessibility and shared experiences without extra paywalls. 175 people came in like this. Nobody's really trying to comment and argue either, because who would want to defend this? I say if anybody defends this, you're more brain dead than I can imagine. And this is why I might just stick to Xbox. PlayStation is not consumer friendly at all. Here goes somebody that really does not have any brain cells. And then you wonder why, right? Look at what he just said. What does this have to do with Sony? Oh man, the only reason you're not being charged on Steam is because Steam doesn't have that, right? But you need that Xbox Live account. And don't be surprised when something else comes up. Oh, we need you to do this Xbox Live account. And yeah, can you go and make sure that you buy this so your Xbox Live account has a Game Pass membership active? Then you'll be able to do it. Don't be surprised. See, this guy, I don't know what to tell you. I'm curious to what somebody's going to say here. That's what I do says, but Xbox could just make the game be able to have a guest account for the second player, but instead they make you use a second account and also get an extra Game Pass sub. You're right, Microsoft could support guest local profiles for the second player, but they deliberately don't. This guy says, actually, the blame goes on Microsoft, not PlayStation. PlayStation doesn't make Halo, Microsoft does. This isn't normal on PlayStation. Oh man, yeah, I mean, this is from Halo Studios. Split Fiction and other split screen games work fine. Yeah, this guy is slow. He's not saying it's like, bro, this has nothing to do with Sony. This is an Xbox monetization policy. I guess they had to stick to PlayStation somehow, but paywalling split screen, this is just foul. Had to stick it to PlayStation. No, dude. They're hurting everything. Charging people twice to play split screen in the same room makes no sense. So, guys, not only do you need to have Game Pass, but you need to have Game Pass on both accounts and a Microsoft account linked to PlayStation. You can't just sign, you can just go to PlayStation because Microsoft is going to count that as players on PlayStation in a certain sense. And they're trying to monetize you with no multiplayer. See, look, if they would have just had multiplayer, then everybody would already just had that and they would have been able to avoid this. But this company is so dumb, they don't include multiplayer, then they try to find a way to monetize you. I can't with this company, guys. The cycle of humiliation for Halo continues strong because Xbox and 343 Industries never learn their lesson. Yeah, all they're doing is damaging. So not only did they put on that Halo t-shirt, they removed multiplayer from the Halo 1 remake that everybody always wanted. And now they're monetizing local split screen. Just gets worse in this company. Why would even one person need a subscription? It's an effing campaign. That sound you hear is the Halo potential sales dropping. Yeah, we're going to need to play that Halo music where they're humming in the angelic frequency. And there needs to be tears going down all of those singers' face after reading this because they realize the utter disappointment of Microslop. I remember when all you had to do was just plug in, connect to the 4 controllers to the game, and that's it. I mean, that's what local is, right? It's not online, it's local. This guy says, ha ha ha, and PlayStation fanboys will still say they aren't anti-consumer. Here comes another moron. Imagine needing PlayStation Plus or Premium on both accounts to play split screen offline co-op campaign. You are such a moron, you don't realize this is Microsoft's policy. Here goes another moron. Yikes, you might as well just play it on Xbox or PC. Here goes another moron. See what I mean? But you know what? In a certain way, I can see how this confusion could possibly happen. They're thinking this headline is so misleading. It makes you believe that this is a PlayStation problem. But Microsoft has told you that you need a Game Pass to play split screen. This is an Xbox policy. That's why we have to make these videos. You see what I mean? Unbelievable, man. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. I want you guys to let me know what you think about this. This is some of the worst news I've heard recently. And it seems to be blowing up big time. Like, if you go back on Twitter and look over here at this post right here, it says a Halo campaign involved has 16,400 posts already. That's how quick this is blowing up in 11 hours. Right? I'm curious to see what some of these comments over here are. Disgusting, yeah. Might as well get it on PC, that way you won't have to pay for any multiplayer. This is peak modern gaming. 2 dudes on one couch need 4 subscriptions between 2 just to shoot aliens together. That's actually pretty funny. Halo 2026 made by activists for mentally ill. Microsoft account required. Ridiculous. Those subscriptions must be dropping. Why don't they do it like Ready or Not? A decent team that puts the players over profits. Oh no, remember, like I said, now we're seeing the real face of Microsoft after subsidizing, guys. Become a member, leave a tip down below, like, comment, and subscribe. Fascinating behavior. That's actually pretty funny right here. Let me know what you guys think. This is absolutely embarrassing, Microsoft. Later, y'all. Unbelievable, guys.